Let's understand the monetary policy of India. These are steps taken by the RBI to regulate the cost and supply of money and credit in order to achieve the socio-economic objectives of the economy, which is inflation, consumption, growth, and liquidity. In India, the Reserve Bank of India establishes the monetary policy. It tries to make sure that money supply grows neither too quickly, causing excessive inflation, nor too slowly, hampering the economic growth. Ideally, inflation should be around 4% annually, which keeps the prices stable. To achieve the objectives of the monetary policy, the Reserve Bank uses different key instruments to regulate the money supply in the economy. Let's understand them one by one. Repo rate, also known as repurchasing option. It is the rate at which the RBI lends short-term loans to commercial banks in the event of any shortfall of funds. This loan is granted against a security. During high levels of inflation, RBI increases the repo rate. This makes borrowing a costly affair for commercial banks, which increases the borrowing cost for businesses and industries. This, in turn, slows down the investment and money supply in the market. As a result, the inflation stabilizes. Similarly, when the RBI needs to pump funds into the system, it lowers the repo rate, and the businesses find it cheaper to borrow money for different investment purposes, which increases the overall supply of money in the economy, which ultimately boosts the GDP of the country. Number 2. Reverse repo rate. It is the rate at which the RBI borrows money from commercial banks. RBI does this when there is an excessive liquidity in the market. Commercial banks deposit their excess funds with RBI in order to earn interest on their idle funds. This tool is also used when inflation is high in the economy. RBI simply increases the reverse repo rate so as to reduce the money supply in the system. Similarly, when the RBI has to increase inflation a little, it may choose to cut reverse repo rate, which frees up the money supply in the system. Number 3. Bank rate. It is the rate of interest at which RBI charges on its long-term loans and advances to commercial banks. Similar to repo rate, the bank rate can also be increased or decreased to control inflation in the economy. Number 4. Cash reserve ratio. CRR is a specified minimum fraction of the total deposits from the customer which commercial banks have to hold as reserves either in cash or as deposits with RBI. So, whenever a customer deposits money in the bank, some amount will have to be kept with RBI based on the CRR rate. During high inflation, RBI raises the CRR to reduce the amount of money left with banks for sanctioning loans. Thus, it squeezes the money flow in the system, reducing investment and bringing down inflation. Number 5. Statutory liquidity ratio. Once the customer has deposited money in the bank can think about earning some interest out of it by giving away loans. Consider the situation where bank gives away all the amount as loans, and after few months the customer asks to withdraw his deposited amount from the bank. Now, the bank does not have any money left to give to the customer. Hence, as per the RBI's mandate, banks cannot loan out all the customer's deposits. It has to invest some amount in liquid assets like government bonds, gold, etc. The amount which is to be investment in this liquid asset is termed as SLR. Thank you for watching the video. Follow us for more such interactive videos.